Hello everyone and welcome to Mathematics Folio. In this video, let us solve a question where two different concepts are being amalgamated beautifully. The concepts that we will be using here are from the chapter Parabola and area under the curve. The question is a previous math tournament question, but I have changed it a little just to make it more relevant to JEE Advanced. Let us read the question and start solving it. The question says that let P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6 be 6 parabolas in the plane, each congruent to the parabola. So what do you mean by congruent parabolas? Congruent parabolas means having the same length of lattice rectum. Okay, so all the 6 parabolas that we have to consider are actually congruent to this parabola. They all have the same length of lattice rectum. That means if you rotate them and keep them one over the other, they will be like exactly overlapping each other. Okay, they will be exactly same. The vertices of 6 parabolas are evenly spaced around a circle. The parabolas open outward with their axes being extensions of 6 of the circle's radii. ठीक है, circle के radii का extend किया तो they have become the axes of these 6 parabolas. Parabola P1 is tangent to P2, which is tangent to P3, which is tangent to P4. P4 is tangent to P5. P5 is tangent to P6 and P6 is once again tangent to P1. So basically all the 6 parabolas are such that they are touching each other in a peculiar manner. Yani P1 is tangent to P2 as well as P6. Similarly, P2 is tangent to P1 and P3 and so on, right? Question says, what is the diameter of the circle? Which circle they are talking about? They are talking about this circle on which you are having the vertices of these 6 parabolas. Also find the area bounded by these 6 parabolas. ये जो 6 parabolas के बीच में आपको एक bounded region मिलेगा, we have to find out the area of that region. Obviously, in the last part of the question, we don't have to consider the circle because circle is just a supportive, we can say that 2D figure that they have provided us, कि आप उसकी help से parabolas construct करोगे by taking the vertices on that circle. And after that, the first part says that आपको circle का diameter निकालना है. Second part में you just have to find out the area bounded by the parabolas. ठीक है? चलिए, let's start solving the question. First of all, as they are saying that we have 6 parabolas and all of them are congruent to y is equals to x square by 16. So I'm going to trace these parabolas. ठीक है? हम exact tracing तो नहीं कर सकते, but yes, what we can do is because 6 congruent parabolas है ना, and all of them have centers, vertices on a circle. तो पहले तो मैं एक circle assume कर रही हूँ जिसका center है origin. ठीक है? You can take that parabola and that circle anywhere in the plane because the answer that we have to give for the question is not going to change because of the center of the circle or the position of the parabolas. जैसा पैराबोला बनाने को कहा है अगर आप उस तरफ बनाते हैं, फिर चाहे सर्कल का सेंटर ओरिजिन लीजिए या फिर कोई और सेंटर लीजिए, आंसर enclosed area and diameter of the circle is not going to change. So that's why we are not worried कि हमने circle कहाँ लिया. In fact, we will take the circle with center at origin. Now what you have to do? You have to take 6 parabolas और उन 6 parabolas के लिए जो vertices है वो equally spaced on this circle है. Equally spaced on this circle है तो okay fine. What we can do is I can take one of the parabola whose vertex is on y-axis. Why I'm taking it like this? Because I feel that in that case I will be able to use this parabola directly. ठीक है, आपने क्या किया? Y is equals to x square by 16 को कुछ units ऊपर ही तो shift किया है, right? This is the parabola that I'll be tracing. This is the first parabola that I'll be tracing, having its vertex on the circle. अब remaining 5 parabola के vertices को भी आपको इसी circle पर arrange करना है, equally spaced. यानी basically मुझे 6 points इस circle पर equally spaced बनाने हैं. तो I can say that all those जो 6 points होंगे ना, उन्हें अगर आपने origin से यानी center of circle से join किया, तो they will be making an angle of 60 degree, right? So ये एक हमने लिया है vertex, तो इससे 60 degree के angle पर, यानी ये बन जाएगा second vertex, or you can say that this is going to be the axis of the second parabola. इसे इस साइड भी एक्सटेंड कर देते हैं. एक एक्सिस हमें इस साइड में ली रही है, y एक्सिस पे लिया है, तो एक पैराबोला बिल्कुल उसके वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट बनेगा. एंड सिमिलरली यू कैन टेक इट दिस साइड एज वेल. ये हमारे पास आ गया 30 डिग्रीज वाला लाइन. y इज इक्वल्स टू 1/√3x, ये लाइन है. एंड सिमिलरली अदर लाइंस आल्सो वी कैन राइट, बट well we are not interested in writing down all these equations of the equations of what? The axes. It is not required. What is required is, first of all, I need the diameter of the circle that I have constructed here. Second, the area enclosed by these 6 parabolas, right? So what we are going to do now, we are going to construct the rough sketch of all the 6 parabolas. तो उसके लिए काम करते हैं, पहले इस parabola को थोड़ा सा और मुझे broad बनाना होगा. You have to keep in mind that all these 6 parabolas are actually touching each other, right? So this is the first parabola that I'm taking. What you can write for this parabola? I can definitely write down the equation of this parabola as y is equals to x square by 16 plus some constant r. Let r be the radius of the circle. तो आपने क्या किया है? Vertex को r units ऊपर shift कर दिया है, right? So I can take the radius r and I can take the equation of parabola like this. Second parabola having the vertex over here is touching this parabola, right? So we will be having the second parabola like this. The third parabola, obviously this side I'll have to construct. Fourth parabola, this side I'm constructing, having the vertex on the circle. Then we have the fifth parabola. And then we have the sixth parabola. So basically I have just constructed the rough sketch of all these parabolas. And as you can see that this is the parabola that we have, right? Okay, so these are the 6 parabolas. Let me show you. ये देखिए, ये रहे 6 parabolas that I have traced, having their vertices on circle, and the vertices are equally spaced. जो vertices है वो सारे के सारे equally spaced है. The question is regarding these parabolas and the circle that you can see, the white circle that I have constructed here. So first of all, basically they are saying कि what is the difference or what is the distance between two vertically opposite vertices of two vertically opposite parabolas. यानी इन दो पैराबोला के वर्टेक्स के बीच में कितना डिस्टेंस होगा, या फिर कहिए इन दोनों के बीच में कितना डिस्टेंस होगा. That is nothing but the diameter of the circle. So indirectly we can assume as if we have to calculate the distance between vertices of two parabolas which are vertically opposite to each other, or you can say directly that get me the diameter of this circle. How we are going to solve the question? How we are going to get the diameter of this circle? So basically I am interested in first of all calculating r. जब r आ जाएगा तो उसका डबल करते ही I will get the diameter of this circle. कैसे solve करना है? Solve करने के लिए just look at the symmetry that we have, and because we have taken the center of the circle at origin, ये symmetry हमें और भी ज़्यादा help करने वाली है in getting the equations of the tangents and all that. ठीक है? तो मैं क्या करने जा रही हूँ? अब सबसे पहले just look at the parabola whose equation I have already written. This is the first parabola, and in fact this parabola will help me in completing my question, right? तो हम लोग क्या करने जा रहे हैं? सबसे पहले इस parabola पर tangent from origin की अगर बात की जाए तो symmetry clearly says that जो tangent होगा that is going to be y is equals to root 3x and y is equals to minus root 3x. These are going to be the common tangent to two parabolas, right? ये हमारे पास दोनों parabolas के common tangents आ जाएंगे, correct? So ये हमने दो tangents यहाँ पे trace कर दिए हैं. एक बार मैं थोड़ा और तरीके से trace कर देती हूँ. This is the tangent that we will be having. Okay, तो ये parabola हमने थोड़ा सा set कर दिया so that it is touching. ठीक है, तो symmetry says that we are going to have the tangent line. Obviously ये जो 6 points हमें यहाँ पर मिल रहे हैं ये भी तो equally spaced ही होंगे, right? अगर मैं इन्हें center से कर देती हूँ, if I join them with the center of the circle, all the 6 lines that we'll be getting will be having equal angle. That means it will be dividing 360 degrees into 6 equal parts, right? वो 6 equal parts में divide करेगा. 6 equal parts में divide करेगा तो each angle will be 60. अभी each angle 60 यानी हम इस angle के 60 होने की बात कर रहे हैं. But if this is 60, then definitely I can say that this angle is going to be 30 degrees. 30 का मतलब because x-axis I have traced, I can say that the equation of this yellow line is going to be y is equals to root 3x, right? Y is equals to root 3x is going to be the equation of this tangent line. This answer I got just by symmetry. ठीक है, हमने symmetry से ही इस tangent line का equation निकाल दिया. And because now I know that this is the tangent line, let us make it a tangent to this parabola. This is how I will get the value of r, right? What I'm going to do is I'll just make this parabola tangent to this line. उसके लिए क्या करना होता है? You just have to solve the two parabolas and the curve. That means दोनों curves को आप solve कर रहे हैं, parabola and line को, and you must get identical roots from there, right? So solving first parabola, that is y is equals to x square by 16 plus r, and the line y is equals to root 3x. Solving these two equations, ठीक है? Replacing y with root 3x, the equation looks like x squared by 16 minus root 3x plus r is 0. Or let me write it like this, plus 16r equals to 0. Since the line is tangent, I have to keep d equals to 0. Discriminant calculate करेंगे, so this will be b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. I can take 116 common, I can take 4 common, so we will be left out with 12 here, minus r equals to 0. That means the radius of the circle turns out to be 12 and the first part of the question is over, right? Because the radius of the circle that we are considering here, on which the vertices of 6 parabolas are lying, we got the radius of the circle as 12. So what is going to be the diameter here? 24. So I can answer the first question of this one as 12, right? The diameter here, that is equals to, 24. The diameter of the circle that we are getting here is 24. This is the answer for the first part of the question. Well, the question doesn't end here. I also need to find out the area enclosed or bounded by these 6 parabolas. So what is the region which is bounded by all these 6 parabolas? What is the region? जिसका बाउंड्री में आपको यही 6 पैराबोलास नजर आएंगे और कुछ भी नजर नहीं आएगा. So let me show you that region. So उस region की अगर हम बात करें तो can I say that the region which I will be considering will be this a kind of star shaped region. ये जो हमारे पास star shaped region है ना, इसे मैं जरा मार्क करती हूँ एक बार. हमारे पास जो आएगा that is going to be something the star shaped region. ठीक है, ये जो स्टार शेप्ड रीजन दिखाई दे रहा है ना, इस स्टार शेप्ड रीजन का एरिया आई नीड टू कैलकुलेट, राइट? सो इनसाइड द स्टार शेप्ड रीजन, या फिर आप कह सकते हो स्पाइडर का वेब, व्हाटएवर यू फील लाइक यू कैन से दैट, आपको उस रीजन का एरिया कैलकुलेट करना है. ठीक है, सो वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट द एरिया इनसाइड दिस वेब. हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द एरिया इनसाइड दिस वेब? So you can see again symmetry is going to help me, and further some formulae of parabola are also going to help us. ठीक है, अब मैं 2 मेथड से सेकंड पार्ट को सॉल्व करूंगी. One without using any formula from the chapter parabola, and another one I'll use a result from the chapter parabola. ठीक है, और ये सबसे पहले जो एरिया हमें कैलकुलेट करना है वो मैंने आपको बता दिया है. इनसाइड दिस वेब, दैट मीन्स ये जो पूरा रीजन है ना, इस पूरे रीजन का एरिया हमें कैलकुलेट करना होगा. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है सर्कल नहीं दिया गया है, एरिया बाउंडेड बाय पैराबोलाज है. जो 6 पैराबोलाज है उनके बीच का यही एरिया निकल कर आता है. इस एरिया को कैसे इवैल्यूएट करोगे? जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा कि सिमेट्री इज गोइंग टू हेल्प मी. अब वो सिमेट्री कैसे हेल्प करने वाली है, लेट मी शो यू. ये जो टेंजेंट लाइन था ना, इसे मैंने एक्सटेंड कर दिया यहाँ पे वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट, ये टेंजेंट लाइन ही बनेगा, सिमेट्री कहती है. और इसी तरह आपके पास ये देखो एक एक्स एक्सिस हमारे पास टेंजेंट लाइन आ चुका है, तो ये सारे टेंजेंट लाइंस हमने बना दिए. ठीक है, तो नाउ यू कैन सी सम येलो लाइंस एंड रेड लाइंस इन बिटवीन और इनसाइड द वेब. What I will be doing, I will just be evaluating this area. Okay, हम क्या करेंगे, हम सिर्फ इस एरिया को इवेल्युएट कर लेते हैं. इस रीजन का एरिया इवेल्युएट करने के बाद नाउ जस्ट चेक, देखो कौन सा एरिया आई एम शोइंग, लेट मी शो इट टू यू कंप्लीटली. ये पूरा एरिया है ना, ये जो शेडेड ग्रीन रीजन का एरिया है ना, दैट एरिया आई विल इवेल्युएट and then I am going to multiply it with 12. Why 12? Because the whole region is made up of 12 such regions. Let me count it. So इसे count करना शुरू किया. We can say that this is 1, ये रहा 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So total 12 such regions are there, and each one of them is going to have the same area, right? It is only because of the symmetry all the 6 parabolas are congruent. इसीलिए हम ऐसा कह पा रहे हैं कि जो एक रीजन का एरिया हमारे पास आएगा वही इन 12 रीजन्स में ईच पार्ट का एरिया आ रहा होगा. सो व्हाटएवर आंसर यू आर गेटिंग इट ओवर हियर, यू मल्टीप्लाई इट विद 12 टू गेट योर आंसर. नाउ माय क्वेश्चन इज हाउ टू गेट दिस एरिया. So it is a straightforward question that normally IIT uses in framing the question कि पैराबोला और टेंजेंट के बीच का एंगल निकालिए, सॉरी एंगल नहीं, एरिया निकालिए. हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दिस एरिया? एरिया निकालने के लिए आई विल मेक यूज ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन. Area under the curve chapter. We'll integrate it from x equals to 0 to this point. अभी ये कौन सा पॉइंट आता है ये हमें चेक करना है, ठीक है। हम लोग क्या करने जा रहे हैं, ये जो लाइन है ना, द पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्ट दैट आई नीड टू फाइंड आउट। हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्ट? वेरी सिंपल, सॉल्व दिस पैराबोला एंड द लाइन y is equals to √3x। तो वो भी हमने सॉल्व किया हुआ है, देखो वो भी हमने सॉल्व किया था टू गेट द रेडियस। ये हमारे पास इक्वेशन बनती है जिसमें r का वैल्यू वी गॉट 12। सो व्हेन यू कीप r is equals to 12 over here, you will be getting a perfect square of a perfect square. किसका बनेगा? We know that it is going to be a perfect square, so this will help me in making the perfect square. x minus 8√3 का whole square, this is 2ab, right? So 2 को separate किया, पता चल गया b क्या होना चाहिए. Now it has become x minus 8√3 whole square equals to 0, which ultimately gives me the value of x as 8√3. ठीक है, तो x हमारे पास कितना आ जाता है? 8√3 आ जाता है. So this point of contact that we are talking about, ये जो point of contact की हम बात कर रहे हैं ना, this point of contact, let me write now as 8√3 comma, what do you say about the y coordinate? So यहाँ पर आपने x को लिखना है 8√3 और r को लिखना है 12. So when you put it 8√3, it will be 64 into 3 by 16, that is 12 and plus 12, यानी आ जाएगा 24. Well, y coordinate नहीं required था, but it's very simple to calculate, so I just have evaluated it because I know that I'm going to use it for the second part of or second method for getting this area. तो इसलिए मैंने अभी ही निकाल कर रख लिया है. Now calculating this green region का area from 0 to 8√3, I will integrate which branch? The upper branch, which is a parabola, minus the lower branch, which is a straight line, right? So upper branch minus lower branch from 0 to 8√3 will give me the answer. So हमने इसे लिखना शुरू किया. हम क्या लिखेंगे? We will say that this implies the green shaded area. है ना? सबसे पहले मैं green shaded area निकाल रही हूँ. The green shaded area is equals to integral 0 से लेकर 8√3. What is the upper boundary? X square by 16 plus 12. The lower boundary is √3x. We have to integrate it from 0 to 8√3. So, okay, fine. We can integrate it easily. This is nothing but x cubed by 48 plus 12x minus √3 x square by 2. The limits are from 0 to 8√3. When you calculate it by putting all the values of x here, like x cube hai, so I'm writing 64 into 3 multiplied by 8√3 divided by 48 plus 12 into 8√3. अभी 12 into 8 तो direct लिख लेते हैं. 96√3 minus √3 by 2 multiplied by 64 into 3, right? So let's calculate. So here we are getting 32√3 first term. The second one is 96√3. The third one, when you evaluate, it turns out to be 96√3. Got cancelled. This is 32√3. But this is only the shaded region, the green shaded region का area that we have evaluated. हमने सिर्फ इस portion का area evaluate किया है. अभी आपको पूरे region का area चाहिए, यानी you just have to multiply it with 12. So multiply it with 12 and you will get your answer. So let us multiply the answer. That means this implies total bounded area. Total bounded area is equals to how much? 12 multiplied by 32√3, right? 12 multiplied by 32√3 means कितना आएगा? एक बार चेक कर लेते हैं. 384√3 is the answer that we are getting. So this is the answer that we have for the second part of the question, and I used here method 1 for evaluating this area. Now the same value I'm going to evaluate using alternative approach, जहां पे अब मैं area under the curve या integral calculus को use नहीं करूंगी. मैं pure एक result from the parabola आपको बताती हूँ. हम उसे use करके question का answer और भी जल्दी निकाल सकते हैं. वैसे तो देखो calculation part तो यहाँ पे भी कुछ भी नहीं है, right? It's very simple, but I can reduce it further. So जब reduce कर सकते हैं तो देख लेते हैं कि हमें कौन सा formula है जो इसका answer और भी जल्दी देगा. So for that, let me tell you what is the result that we will be using. The result is something like this कि suppose you have a parabola. कोई भी parabola हो सकता है, ठीक है? And you have its tangent lines. So I'm just tracing the tangent lines to this parabola. ये tangent line हो गया. So pair of tangents I'll be tracing. ये रहा second tangent line. ठीक है? And now let us also trace its chord of contact. So I traced its chord of contact. This is the chord of contact. So let this point be P, let this be A, and let this be B. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I want this area, and I'm telling you the formula that we will be using here. So this required area, the blue region ka area, that blue area is equals to 1/3 the area of triangle PAB. What is triangle PAB? The triangle which is formed by the pair of tangents and their chord of contact. जो भी triangle PAB का area आपको मिलता है ना, आप उसका 1/3 करेंगे तो you will get this area. Now you can verify it for the standard parabola that you can do on your own and learn it. ठीक है, आप इसे याद रख सकते हैं कि whenever you need this area, simply calculate the area of the triangle PAB, the area of triangle formed by pair of tangents and their chord of contact. ठीक है, उसे फाइंड करिए, उसका 1/3 you will get the required blue area. ठीक है, so I'm going to make use of this formula now for evaluating the second part of the question. यानी वापस चलते हैं जरा हमारे इस वेब पर. So ये रहा हमारा वेब और इसमें एरिया निकालने के लिए now what I will be doing is I will be making use of the result. कौन सा result? कि अब सबसे पहले मैं निकालने जा रही हूँ इस complete shaded region का area. Okay, why? Because for this I have a direct formula. I'll just calculate this region ka area and will multiply it with 6. This is what we have to do because remaining parabolas are all congruent. So I'll just calculate this area, will multiply it with 6 and will get the answer. So let us see आपको करना क्या है. इस area को निकालने के लिए you need the area of the triangle involved here. कौन सा triangle involved है? तो O लिख रखा है. मैं जरा chord of contact की बात करती हूँ तो again symmetry helps us a lot. The symmetry says that chord of contact is going to be parallel to x-axis over here, right? और chord of contact की equation भी लिख सकते हैं. तो चलिए लिख लेते हैं. Chord of contact का जो equation आता है, that is y is equals to 24, right? Y equals to 24 is the equation of this chord of contact. Fine. If this is chord of contact, y is equals to 24, then can we get the area of this triangle OPQ? I'm just naming these points as PQ. So क्या triangle OPQ का area हम निकाल सकते हैं? Definitely. I'll just use half base into height. What about the base? Base you can say PQ length, which is going to be double of 8√3, यानी 16√3 base हो जाएगा. Height is nothing but the height, that is 24. So base भी पता है, height भी पता है. You can easily get the area of triangle and making it 1/3 will give me the shaded yellow region का area, right? So method 2 से अब मैंने evaluation start किया और calculation part हम उसका complete करते हैं. यानी क्या है method 2? It's very simple. The answer is going to be 6 times the area of triangle OPB. Sorry, 6 times 1/3 of area of triangle OPB. OPQ, not OPB, OPQ. I hope it is clear to everyone. हमने क्या कहा? Triangle OPQ का area निकालेंगे, उसका 1/3 करेंगे तो required region का area आएगा, and then we have to make it 6 times. So basically you are writing 6 times 1/3 of area of triangle OPQ. क्या लिख सकते हो इसे? This is going to be 2 times. What is the area of triangle OPQ? So we just noticed that height of the triangle is 24. And what about the base of the triangle? We were getting it as 16√3. Correct? अब आप अपनी calculation part complete कर लीजिए. You will be getting 16 into 24, which again turns out to be 384√3. So here is the answer to the second part of the question. And now you can compare the calculation part involved here in the first method. It's very convenient to solve using method 1. बिल्कुल convenient है because calculation part भी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. But when you compare it with method 2, you feel like method 2 is much more comfortable compared to method 1. So I'm not saying that you just have to learn or you just have to use always this method. We have to decide from the question, the information they have provided us, the data that we have in the question, and then we proceed. Whether we have to proceed using this method or we have to proceed using method 1. So both are comfortable. You have to learn both the method. You can solve the question using any one. आप चाहे इससे solve करिए, इससे solve करिए. हाँ, अभी क्योंकि दोनों method को मैं compare कर पा रही हूँ, तो it feels that present question में along with the data, second method is much more comfortable, right? Chale, so now let us bring an end to the video here. I hope you enjoyed this coordinate geometry plus integral calculus problem. It helps you revise certain results from the parabola as well. So if you find it useful, then please do not forget to hit the like button. Do share it with your fellow aspirants and your friends, and do subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.